Hi, I just want to take a couple of moments just to introduce myself. My name's Steve Gaskell and I'm the author of 5 and 20s. I want to share why 5 and 20s came about in the first place and the mission that I'm on in terms of trying to get this book into the hands of those who need it right now. So some time ago now, I had a call from a very, very good friend of mine and former Sergeant Major when I was in my informative years in serving. And he gave me the really sad news of the loss of a real good friend. But not just the loss of a real good friend, but the fact that he had taken suicide. And most people, in fact the vast majority of people, had no idea that he was in such a dark place. And I can remember sitting at the service at his funeral and just having this overwhelming urge to need to do something to help, to maybe, offer something that might help somebody not do that, and may educate some bodies that there are better ways, and actually to give some insight as to, I guess the way that we think and why we think in the way that we do. And so I set about writing 5 and 20s. Now, I should say at this point that I left the military over a decade ago. But in what I do today as a high-performance professional coach, I have taken my experience from the military where, among many things, one of my appointments and one of my qualifications was that of being a master coach. Whereas today now, outside, I am a business and executive coach. It was the understanding and learnings that I've taken from over 2 decades of coaching that helped me actually write 5 and 20s. Now, as many of you watching this will know, and some of you may not, 5 and 20s is a standard operating procedure in the military. And the metaphor is quite simple. When you stopped on operations anywhere, you would check your 5-meter perimeter as an individual. As a team, you would then come together once you'd done your 5-meter check and do a 20-meter check for the whole team. Just ensuring that there were no nasties there, nothing that was going to surprise us or shock us or create any type of drama. The metaphor is a simple one. The 5-meter check in 5 and 20s of the book is simply checking yourself. Having a bit of a conversation, a look in the mirror moment, and just asking yourself, how am I today? Am I turning up the best version of me? Have I got stuff that's going on that actually might be quite challenging? And then the 20-meter check is the classic buddy. It's looking out for those around you. It's asking the question that needs to be asked. It's going and having a conversation. And so, as a result, with a combination of my military experience and my coaching experience since leaving the military, I went about writing 5 and 20s. Now, once I'd written the book, I sent it out to a few people just to make sure that what I was covering and how I was positioning it made sense. And I got an overwhelming response. And so in January 2025, I published the book. And since publishing, it's been steady, but the responses have been amazing. The people that have shared messages with me privately, the general response, those folks that I know personally that have had a read of it and give me their views and thoughts, it's really inspired me as an author to get this book out there. And so this particular book is written for veterans, for soldiers, those that are serving, and for their loved ones. Now, it might be that you're watching this and this may be a book that resonates with you, in which case, get the book. It may be that you're watching this and you're a loved one and it may resonate with somebody who you believe might need it. Get them the book. It could be that you're an organization or a regiment that actually would see the value of sharing this book amongst the ranks, in which case, reach out to me, talk to me, because there are ways and means that we can deal with wholesale and make sure that we can get the very, very best deal to get this book printed and published specifically for you. Whatever the case and whatever your circumstances, please join me on the mission. And my mission is to get this book into the hands of the right people. Whether they are serving soldiers and officers who could use a bit of an insight and a little bit of introspection and some simple ways and manners in which you can actually start to look out for yourself and lead and look out for your buddies. Whether you're a veteran that has transitioned from the military some time now, and again, it might be that you know, actually you're looking for a little bit of respite, some other ways, get the book. Or you might be a loved one that quietly, with resolve in the background, supports your service partner and recognizes that there are some challenges. There are two scopes to this. One, give them the book. Two, take the learnings and help them directly. But the mission in any case is to stop and certainly stem the needless taking of someone's life because they feel there is no better way out. So please join me. Share this video, share this page, share the book. It's really, really important that we face this head on and stop the challenge that is faced by so many today who suffer in silence. Watch your 5 and 20s. Thank you.